Since the start of the Israel-Hamas conflict, Iran's shadow has been looming. As the Israeli army prepares for a ground offensive in the Gaza Strip, Tehran on Tuesday warned of possible preemptive action against Israel, saying it would not be allowed to take any action in the enclave without consequences. But what would happen if Iran did decide to get actively involved in this war?
I think the main risk here is in order to maintain credibility and deterrence, Iran might encourage its allies in Lebanon, specifically Hezbollah, which is way more powerful than Hamas, to open a new front against Israel from the north. If Iran is dragged into this conflict, you risk bringing Iraq and Syria and Lebanon into a conflict with Israel and the United States, with consequences that are probably going to be disastrous, not just for the region, but for the entire world.
Despite Iran saying it's not involved in the ongoing conflict, some experts believe that Tehran may already have become entangled.
Iran has been one of the long-time supporters of Hamas in terms of providing trainings and logistics and smuggling arms and helping them to maintain their military capabilities. There are particular elements of this last episode that, in my opinion, got people thinking whether there was a direct involvement in training and preparation. For example, the paraglider soldiers, these terrorists basically entering Israeli border and committing these crimes. You cannot learn how to fly a paraglider in tunnels in Gaza. You cannot train how to fly paragliders in an area that is extremely security-wise, is extremely controlled. These must have been trained elsewhere.
This is defense. Yes, this is Gaza.
So how can the international community prepare for a potential escalation of tensions in the region?
There is no solution other than diplomacy. I think the alternative has been tried, which is flexing military muscles, engaging in coercive kind of diplomacy through sanctions, and it has only rendered Iran more aggressive in the region and more repressive at home. And the best thing that the international community can do, both from a strategic and a humanitarian perspective in the short run, is to get a ceasefire as soon as possible.